Apologies for being a little late today. Technical difficulties, the best kind of difficulties, right? 23 minutes past the hour. I'm East Central Mississippi Weather Watcher. This is your weather briefing at 5 p.m. on your Tuesday. Taking a look at our current radar over the area. We saw just a few pop-up isolated showers over here in our southwestern corner of the area in Lauderdale, Clark, and Wayne County. They have cleared out by now. We have seen a little rain today, but not much to talk about. The talk has been the heat. Temperatures right now in the low to mid 90s, around 93 there in the Queen Cities, up to 96 earlier today at the peak heating hours. And over the next 12 hours, we're not going to go down that much. That's one of the problems with how high this heat can get. It never cools down. So at this 5 p.m. time frame, a few clouds out there, but mostly sunny. Again, that 5% rain threat is mostly over by now. 92 degrees, but it doesn't feel anywhere near 92. Feels like 101 degrees out there. And as we follow this forward up to 5 a.m. tomorrow, the lowest the temperatures will get is those mid to upper 70s. And it's actually a note added on to the heat forecast by the National Weather Service. There's no time, even overnight when the sun is not, beaming down on us and heating the surface, is still going to be very, very warm. You see those dew points in those mid 70s, those low to mid 70s. That's what's keeping us warm, even when we don't have any sun. So, over the next 12 hours, overnight into the morning, is prepping us for an extremely hot day tomorrow on our Wednesday. Looking at our heat index values tomorrow, and they're already in the triple digits at 11 a.m. At the last a.m. hour, not even waiting until we hit those p.m. hours, we're going to feel like we are over 100 degrees, and it's not stopping there. It's going to feel like 104, possibly 105 degrees sometime tomorrow afternoon before it's all said and done. With these heat indices so high, obviously that's leading to some action from our National Weather Service office. I posted this earlier today. We did see a heat advisory for our western counties that did include Jackson in that darker color. The lighter color is our heat advisory for tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. in the peak heating hours. Heat index values in those mid 100s and close to 110 tomorrow. That is dangerously high. Hot temps and high humidity levels, they can cause heat illness, especially when they get this astronomically high. So please avoid strenuous outdoor activity. Drink plenty of hydrating fluids and hug the AC because you will need to do that tomorrow. Extremely, extremely warm temperatures. And what are we going to look at after tomorrow afternoon? Let's say tomorrow night, Thursday morning, the tropics. More on that after we come back after this 60-second break. Don't go anywhere. 27 minutes past the hour. Thank you for joining me. I'm the Central Mississippi Weather Watch. And we just talked about it before the break. We're talking about the tropics. They are finally heating up. A very quiet period over June, thankfully. Pretty accurate to my forecast. A slower start, but here's our official start. We're currently tracking a storm called Invest 93L, a low pressure system over the Gulf right now. It's entering the Gulf. It crossed the Florida Basin. It's into the Gulf. It's going to be traveling over the northern Gulf and into the Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana coast area. And we see spaghetti models. This is the best depiction of where that storm track could be. We see a couple of them carrying it up into central Mississippi, even our area over here in east central Mississippi. A few days ago, I wasn't very convinced on impacts this further north or this further inland, but now I'm a little bit more concerned. Not concerned to the sense that it would be dangerous or even a strong storm, but concerned that we could see some impacts. There is a 40% chance of tropical development here from the National Hurricane Center. That's over the next 48 hours. And that's a medium level of confidence, that 40 to 60% that we see there. We also have intensity models, which gives us our best guess of how strong the storms can be based upon those wind speeds. And we see only 4 models there taking this thing to a tropical storm level. Half of them, well, more than half of them, down here in the depression level, less than 35 miles per hour for those winds. And interesting enough, those 4 that take it as a tropical storm, they're also the ones that take the models a little further east into Alabama. So it appears that the storm is going to strengthen much more, then we might miss out on it. But if it stays at its current strength, which again is not very high, wind speeds of 30 miles per hour, is right below that tropical storm level, we could see some impacts. And the details will come out tomorrow, and I'm going to brief that on the blog tomorrow in a longer story to give you the details. But the impacts we could see mainly are rain. A half to an inch and a half of rain is possible over the next few days, up to 6 inches on our coast, as well as the Alabama and southern Louisiana coast. Not really anything besides the rain. Again, those wind speeds are so low. We're not expecting the storm to get to a high level, and even 30 miles per hour winds aren't very damaging. If there's any other mode besides rain, I'm not trying to scare you, would be an isolated tornado threat. As you know, with tropical systems, the stronger and more intense side of the storm is that right hand side. And most of these models have the right hand side going over central Mississippi. So if we were going to see any threats, it would be rain and a small isolated tornado threat. Now, an outbreak is not going to happen. We aren't going to see many, and I'm not very convinced we're going to see one. But if we do, if you're preparing for that flash flooding threat, also give a little time to prepare that tornado safe place. Clear it out. If the closet's been full the past month, might be time to start clearing it out and get everything together for our upcoming hurricane season. It's our first round, and hopefully it's not the first round of many, but you know, it's Mississippi. We always see these things, but it's always good to get your feet nice and grounded and strong and know all the details on your first one because that'll really line up how this whole season is going to go. Again, you're going to hear a lot of buzz about this, especially on social media. People are calling for storms and hurricanes left and right. That's not believable. This is the actual facts. A weak system moved over the Florida Peninsula in the basin, brought some rain. It's probably going to do it again once it moves into Mississippi, possibly a good amount of rain, but not strong wind gusts. Not expecting anything near hurricane strength and not really tropical storm strength. So nothing you should worry about. Nobody should worry about the storm, but you do need to be informed. And that's what I'm doing. I hope you've been informed tonight of what happened today, and especially what's going to happen tomorrow. Again, that extremely, extremely dangerous heat. And we do have that advisory, so please be careful. More updates on the tropics tomorrow and possibly Thursday as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you all next time.